One Sports will be presenting another jam-packed day of volleyball action here inside the Paco Arena in Manila. Your first game, Easytrip versus the CEU Scorpions. The Perpetual Altas take on Hachiran FU Tamaraos, and then the Mapua University Cardinals will face off against the UST Golden Spikers. That is your triple header waiting for you in the Spikers Turf 2019 Open Conference. Good day, everyone. My name is Carlo Pamintuan alongside Neil Flores. And Neil, CEU Scorpions hoping to bounce back after suffering a loss in their debut as they take on Easytrip, who are competing for the first time in our conference.
It's opening day for the returning Easytrip Spikers, and after gaining experience in our previous conference, they are one of the club teams expected to have a strong bid in this open conference. On the other side, the CEU Scorpions will try to score a bounce-back win after bowing down to Eco Oil DLSU in their opening match.
It was a struggle for the CEU squad in their opening match of the 2019 Open Conference as they only came up with a combined 20 attacks in that matchup as they lost via 3 sets. But now let's take a look first at our tournament system. We've been discussing this for so long now. 24 teams seeing action in our conference.
For our preliminary round, there will be 4 pools of 6 teams each, but only the top 2 per bracket will enter the quarterfinals. However, the top-seeded team per bracket will be armed with a twice-to-beat advantage as they cross over to another pool. The winners of those matches will enter the semifinals, and whoever wins that round will go to the finals, and the losers will be delegated to the bronze medal.
And that is why it's so important to get a hot start in our competitions. Taking a look at our current team standings on Group B to determine which teams are currently on top right now. As we said, CEU lost their first game, and that is why the Philippine Air Force Jet Spikers and the Eco Oil DLSU Green Spikers are on top. Let's see if CEU bounces back or if Easytrip starts their campaign on a great note. Let's send it over to our Coliseum announcer for the announcement of our starting unit.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Mr. James Oliver Mora. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Easytrip Spikers. Team captain is number 5, Brandon Santos. At number 2, Dave Pletado. Wearing jersey number 6, Marty Galang. At number 11, Red Christensen. Number 13 is Milover Parcon. And number 14, Herman Eugenio. Liberos are number 4, Jakim Marajoki, and number 16, Glenn Arnel De Silva. Head coach, Mr. Jose Roque. Calling on our Scorpions of Centro Escolar University. Number 2 is team captain, Nino Nazareno. At number 6, Francisco Naagas Jr. Number 7, Miguel Antonio Gonzalez. Number 12, Carlo Villahermosa. Number 14, Julian Solis. And number 19, Jan Nieves Climaco. Liberos are number 1, Dave Magdamit, and number 4, Dave Rosel Munsayak. Head coach, Mr. Mark Anthony Santos. This is the 10th match. Pool
Coach
B
Mark
preliminaries.
Anthony Santos going up against Coach Jose Roque, as these are your starters for Easytrip. They did not have, a solid performance in the Reinforced Conference, and that is why they are a hungry team here in our Open Conference.
And they are parading the same lineup dun sa inilaban nila sa ating Reinforced Conference. Kaya naman, mas solid na in terms of experience itong Easytrip Spikers.
Meanwhile, the Scorpions, Neil, are a bunch of youngsters. Napakabatang kupunan. One of the youngest, actually, that we have in our entire competition.
80% of the players on the side of CEU are actually first years. And sinadya daw talaga ni Coach Mark to gain exposure for their upcoming tournaments.
Let's see how these youngsters respond to the veteran players of our Easytrip squad. And now we're just about ready to start the action. Muli po coming to you from the Paco Arena in Manila. Carlo Pamintuan and Neil Flores on the call for the start of another Spikers Turf triple header. It's Brendan Santos starting off now with a serve for Easytrip. Neil, for their confidence, gaano ka-importante na makapulot agad ng panalo to start?
Well, you know, for the side of CEU, medyo malakas din yung una nilang kinalaban sa side ng De La Salle. So if you score a win against a club team, it will definitely be a confidence booster. And for Easytrip naman, they already know the level of competition that we have here in the Spikers turf. So they want to send a message to all of the competing teams that they're back to win it all.
Over reception but naagas ng gigil dun sa regalo as he hits it long to tie the count at 1 apiece. Yun yung mga sayang ng pagkakataon, Neil, no? Niregalo na sa'yo ng kalaban mo, but then you could not take advantage of it.
Yung mga regalo ganon, it should really be converted to instant points. But they get that back, courtesy of the service error of Milover Parcon.
So at this point, you'd understand na malamig pa itong Easytrip. As we said, this is only their first game. Might take a while for them to get going. As you have a spillover on the sidelines. 2-all after that kill mula sa Easytrip. Herman Eugenio serving now. CEU with a one-handed set. Outstanding attack coming from the Scorpions.
Great connection from the setter to Gonzalez off that quick.
However, they commit another service error. Tig-isa na yan for both camps. Easytrip and CEU both giving up a point in that situation.
Well, in that loss against DLSU, Carlo Villahermosa was the only lone bright spot with 5 points in their losing cause. Yung sumunod sa kanya, 4 and 3 respectively.
So yung opensa talaga yung naging problema nitong CEU Scorpions. Right now, though, they've had some good attacks, and now they get a nice block from Gonzalez.
1 point off the attack, 1 point off the block. Great start for Gonzalez.
Look at this once again. Gonzalez was present. Wala nang coverage doon coming from Easytrip, giving up a point. Running attack. Thwarted. Good blocking coming from Easytrip. From the back row, soft touch. Will not work out for them. Good chance here for CEU. They go to Nazareno, but he was denied. Joust at the net. And it will side with Easytrip.
Net infraction called on Nazareno.
Pero maganda yung balikan natin ng mga palo at saka mga digs in our first few exchanges, Neil.
Definitely, this is a better start for CEU compared dun sa opening day nila.
Tough first ball there. Nazareno had to do something about it. That hit is long. Coming from Mills Parcon. Kanina service error, ngayon naman attacking error coming from him as his team is down by 1.
It's very important to pick up a lot of wins early on in the competition dahil kakaharapin mo pa ang ating Philippine Air Force in Pool B. Then there's Ateneo also coming back here sa Spikers turf.
Service ace for Nino Nazareno, the team captain of the CEU Scorpions. Already 2 service aces coming from the Scorpions. But the greatest of first balls, nag-alangan na si Santos. CEU now builds a 3-point lead.
It's all about maintaining that cushion against a more experienced Easytrip Spiker squad.
That soft touch, nabantayan ni Nazareno. Naagas denied.
Dave Pletado was just all over that ball.
As you noted, Neil, only 2 teams per pool ang papasok sa ating quarterfinals. So 4 will be eliminated immediately. Kaya naman, kailangan mag-umpisa talaga ng mainit ang ating mga kupunan.
And it's important na makuha mo yung number 1 seed because you will be armed with a twice-to-beat advantage as we enter the quarterfinals.
Smart attack there coming from Christensen. He saw na bakante yung depensa ng CEU sa bandang harapan. Took full advantage of it. They get back-to-back points, now only down by 1. Nahihirapan sa ibang first ball itong CEU kaya hindi sila maka-atake. And that middle attack will work out for the Spikers.
If you give out free balls to Easytrip, they clearly have the height advantage also compared to the players on the side of CEU. Brandon Santos will have a field day in setting up his quickers.
No, it has been the only issue here for CEU. Pag maganda yung first ball, maganda yung atake like this one.
That's correct. As they enter the first technical timeout with a 1-point lead.
8-7 is the count in favor of the Scorpions. We'll take a quick break.
Sa likod eh. Ha? Magsalita si Mabay. Alam mo, ang pinakamahina, zone 1 natin. Ha? Targetin yung zone 1. Makukuha natin yan lahat. Ha? Wala naman po problema yun eh. Sa blocking, sasabay tayo. Dahan-dahanin natin. Ha? Coverage natin po natin.
Coverage lang.
Back inside the Paco Arena here in Manila for the first set of this battle between the CEU Scorpions and Easytrip. CEU getting great attacks to start off. They built a 3-point lead na wala yan, but they were able to recover as they took an 8-7 advantage sa ating first technical timeout. Umatake na si Christensen, his second point of the matchup.
And in our reinforced conference, he was the leading scorer throughout the competition for Easytrip. He used to be the team captain, but currently Brandon Santos will serve as their team captain.
Ganda nung atake mula sa CEU, pero nadepensahan ni Marajoki. Another attack from Christensen. That is outside, so the point will go to CEU. Timoko serving there. Good combination play. And there is another deadlock for us, 9 apiece.
Good combination play. That's the first point of Milo Parcon. After committing 2 errors a while ago, he makes up for it.
Good serve coming from Parcon. Also decent dig coming from him. Soft touch. Nahabol pa ng depensa ng CEU. And that sails out and in favor of Easytrip. No, Neil, for a younger unit like CEU, kaya mo talagang magtala ng lamang, but it's very difficult to hang on to it.
Siyempre, you have to really establish your floor defense, lalo na yung reception nila. Kita natin, kanina medyo alanganin yung mga nababatong first balls papunta sa setter.
But CEU, they pull one back. Courtesy of Villahermosa. And we have a rotation error.
Red Christensen moved too early. You have to wait for the contact of the server before you can go to the attack line.
Naaga serving again. His team up by 1. Ganda ng depensa mula sa Easytrip. The back set, Christensen scores again.
And CEU needs to know that Red Christensen is a lefty.
Yep.
So most likely the stronger angle that he has is that down the line hit.
Di pa nila nababasa no? Kung saan nanggagaling yung atake ni Christensen. But I'm sure they're well aware of it now as he has a couple of attack points already. Good defense mula kay Parcon. Power tip will not work out. Nazareno finds that corner.
Great response from Nazareno. Yan yung sinabi ni Coach Mac kanina sa timeout. Target that zone 1 area of Easytrip dahil wala nakabantay doon.
Guillermo sa serving. Poor reception coming from Parcon. But they turned it into a point anyway. Point coming from Galang. Another deadlock. Ayaw maghiwalay ng ating magkabilang koponan. That will be a service ace for Red Christensen.
Reception woes continue to plague the defense of the CEU Scorpions.
Ano yung pinaka-importanting tandaan, Neil, to make sure that you will receive the ball properly?
Well, first of all, you have to be in the right position. Kaya papansin mo, there are some coaches that are very specific na hindi ka pwedeng nakatayo. So you just have to read the ball. It should always be in front of you so that you can get a good angle para maitaas yun.
Christensen continues to serve. They're up by 2 now. Another service ace. Siya yung nagpapauna ng puntos dito for Easytrip.
Double substitution. De Los Santos will come in for Coach Mac and De La Torre.
De La Torre will now take over the setting duties for the CEU Scorpions. Let's see if their offense picks up. They're down by 3 currently. Much better first ball this time. Pero hindi rin malakas yung naging atake na CEU. One more opportunity for them. Back set. And they get a point.
Instant point for the double substitution of Coach Mac.
De Los Santos getting a point there. So yung dalawang bagong kakapasok lamang, Neil, combining for a point. To finally halt that run coming from Easytrip.
And sometimes you just need that one stop para makakuha ka ng sarili mong string of points. Oh, that was a miscommunication from Brandon Santos and Dave Pletado.
Double contact on the set. So that's 2 straight points for the Scorpions. And that is in. A service ace. I think the defense thought that it will be wide. Pero hindi. Nahulog yung bola for another point for CEU.
Gonzalez has been consistent so far. He has scored off the attack, off the block, and off an ace.
Strong hit coming from Galang sent up. Hahabulin. Nazareno sends it across. Nabantayan doon no? You have so many options coming off that free ball. But you went to the attack na bantay sarado na ng CEU Scorpions. We're heading into our second technical timeout of the first set. 1-point lead for CEU, 16-15.
Talaga yung service. Kahit pa paano, siyempre, nagtitraining yan. Mas marami silang training. Pero, fast as possible, kunin natin yung masa agad. Dalawa. Marty, mag-short ka na, tapos makuha mo sa dalawa. Alalay ka lang dito rin, ha? Tara. Ayos.
Open conference of the
Relax lang.
Hey, CEU!
The next 3 games for the CEU Scorpions, they take on tough assignments here. Philippine Air Force Jet Spikers on August 29, and then the Ateneo Blue Eagles on September 19 before facing off against the LPU Pirates on October 3.
Not an easy lineup in Pool B.
Kaya nga dapat itong laban na to. I mean, for both these squads, this is a matchup that you have to win.
And I really like the timeout of Coach Jose Roque. Sabi nga niya, you cannot underestimate CEU dahil this is still a collegiate team. Mas lamang yan in terms of training compared to us na club. Kasi karamihan, empleyado na.
Itong CEU, araw-araw magkakasama, araw-araw nagta-training. So even if they are, as you said, first-year players, mas maganda na yung chemistry nila. Condition din, praktisado itong CEU, but they give up a point here.
Milo Parcon against a single blocker, not enough to stop that attack.
Naga sends it forward as they get it across. Christensen. The block is out mula kay Nazareno.
Great recognition for Nazareno. Fortunately, it sails outside.
Pero may konting laban na kontra kay Christensen. Kanina hindi nila halos mabantayan. Another good serve.
That
4
ball
touches.
didn't go over.
Yeah. Kanina nakita natin lumamang by 3 points itong CEU Scorpions. Easytrip erasing it like it was nothing. Now, Easytrip holding the advantage. Let's see if CEU can bounce back.
Every time na nasa service line itong Easytrip, that's the time na kumakasala sila sa CEU because of those reception problems.
Emergency timeout here coming from the Scorpions. As Coach Mark Anthony Santos wants to talk things through with this group.
Baba lang. Iangat mo. Ha? Patay tayo. Bakit natakot ka na naman? Oh.
Go lang, go.
Pinapractice natin yun. Ilaban mo eh. Bakit kailangan mo igilit na igilit? Hindi tayo pagkakataon. No? Ilaban mo na. Iniwan tayo. Dikit lang tayo kanina eh. Nasayang lang yung timeout eh. Huwag kang komplikado yung gagawin mo. Trabaho mo yan tama. Isa ikot lang kaya natin yan. Wala lang eh.
Nararamdaman mo yung panghihinayang coming from the CEU Scorpions because they were right there in this matchup against Easytrip, but then all of a sudden they allow 4 points coming from Easytrip, and now the Scorpions find themselves down by 4.
And Coach Mac knows that they can really match the attacks of Easytrip. Sabi nga niya kay De Los Santos, when I put you in, nakapuntos ka off that block, so you don't need to take care of your hits. You can go for all power.
Maybe a little bit bothered by the size nitong Easytrip. But fortunately for them, they halt that run, pull one back, and now we're only down by 3. Running attack is long, no check.
Dave Pletado still finding that connection with Brendan Santos in this first frame.
Makakataon, makadikit muli. This is their team captain, Nazareno, serving. Running attack ulit. This time it connects.
That was a better play from Dave Pletado. And nobody went up against him.
Pletado says, run it back. Paisa pa. I'll take care of this one.
And there are a lot of options for Dave Pletado. Meron siyang short back running. There's long running hit. A quick, B quick. So mas mahihirapan itong CEU na basahin yon.
You have a net touch against Easytrip. Parcon with a mistake there. Back down to a 2-point advantage for them, 21-19. De Los Santos serving now for CEU. And we have a net touch this time against CEU.
They will go back to their regular rotation. Isa po yun yung sa mga sayang na puntos. Your libero got a very good dig, then suddenly you commit a net infraction.
Sayang eh, no? And sometimes that is really the challenge for our shorter setters here in the competitions. Good pick up there. 1-2 play won't score though. Quick attack dug up. Great defense coming from Easytrip as this rally will continue. Sobra yung set, but they'll get another opportunity here. Di na maganda yung set na yon for Christensen.
2 missed sets from Brendan Santos. He was trying to go for that opposite hit, but it was way off the antenna. Tinry naman daw ni Red Christensen na i-save.
At lalo na, kaliwete siya eh. So that angle was even tougher for Christensen in that situation. Naagas denied. Their team captain saves the possession for them. Christensen, atake. Gets it through the blockers. CEU keeping it alive. Chance ball naman for Easytrip. Santos sets it up. And Christensen powers it home.
A simple back quick play for Red Christensen. If we look at that slow-mo, look at the flick of his wrist. Basic volleyball.
May napakagat sigalang eh.
Saka hindi niya na dinaan sa lakas eh. Bilis na lang eh.
23-22. 2 points away from scoring this first set victory is Easytrip as CEU calls a timeout.
Tumapat eh. Diba? Tapat lang, tao-tao. Mahilig sila sa running. Pag nandun sila sa harapan, puro likod. Diba? Solis lang ako, sobra mo. Franz, wala pa yung bola sa area ko, pasok ka na. Huwag mong unahan. Eh, ang problema nga, nawawala tayo ng lugar eh. Kaya abangan mo na lang. Kung maganda yung bola, tsaka magbilisan mo yung paa mo. Pero kung talagang maghintay ka. Huwag mong madaliin lahat, ha?
Sige, coach.
Hindi natin makuha sa madalian yan eh. Hey, see you!
Seeing some of the fans who've gathered inside the Paco Arena in Manila. Alam ko walang pasok nili, kaya maraming estudyante yung
walang pasok.
Oo. Alam ko si Yorme Isko nag-announce kanina na walang pasok.
Well, for those people around the area, this is just our first match. Maganda yung second match natin. It's going to be Perpetual against the Hatcheran FEU Ramen Masters. Followed by the Mapua Cardinals against the USC Golden Spikers.
So NCAA champions versus UAAP powerhouse squad for our second matchup. As Easytrip, natakam, wanted to go for the kill there, ended up committing a net touch. There it is. No room for error though. Coming from the Scorpions. Misreception. CEU staying here in the first set. Tatawag tuloy ng timeout. Itong Easytrip Spikers. As they've given up a couple of opportunities to score a first set with.
Isa mo lang para ma-distract. Yun lang. Kaya mo sila magkamali. Kaysa pinipilit mong abutin para maka-ano agad. Diba? Okay yung agresibo pero dapat alam natin kung saan tayo lulugar. Pasa. One good pass. One good pass. One good pass. Tara.
24-22. CEU buhay pa dito sa ating first set. as they have Francisco Naagas Jr. serving for them. Tough first ball. Chance here for CEU to pull even closer. They struggled with their floor defense there, allowing Easytrip to pick up a first set victory, 25-22.
Better first set for the CEU Scorpions compared to their previous game, but they have to be able to give a steadier reception in the second set.
Needed their first game against Eco Oil DLSU. Di man sila tumapak ng 20 points. Now, as you said, they're showing better fight, but it was not enough to overcome Easytrip, who wins 25-22 at the end of the first set. You can see Easytrip enjoying their time on the floor together for the first time competing in your 2019 Open Conference. CEU Palaban, let's see if they can overcome the challenge of this club team when we come back for the second set. Second set coming up, but first, let's take a look at the numbers in the first set. Maganda yung naging atake ng CEU at the start of the first set. Pero nabawasan yung kanilang kumpiyansa, yung kanilang aggression at the latter part.
Halos pantay lang yung blocking and aces, but they need to score more points off the attack if they want to grab a set over dito sa ating Easytrip Spikers.
For the Easytrip Spikers naman, we saw a lot of errors coming from them. Paano nila ayusin yun, Neil?
It's more on proper communication. Kanina yung mga simple errors ng Easytrip, kaya naman siya magawa ng paraan. Especially in that setting connection with Brandon Santos and Dave Platado.
So we will start off with a service error here in the second set against the CEU Scorpions. 1-0 in favor of Easytrip. Masakit din for CEU knowing that that was your best set of your performance so far in the conference, and then it was not enough. Now, after a service error, you give up a service ace on the other side.
And that was their problem. We noticed na every time they get a good first ball, they are able to convert an attack point. Pero pag problematic like that one, it's harder for them to get their offense going.
Oh! Miscommunication there on the attack coming from Easytrip. Pero nasayang din itong CEU Scorpions. That attack is out for them. 3-0 in favor of Easytrip. Di nagkaintindihan dun.
No, they're just laughing.
Or pwedeng tawanan because they got a point anyway.
And this is still a 3-point lead over CEU.
Good defense there. Over received And it leads to a point. The first one for CEU dito sa second set. How do you rebuild your confidence after losing the first set, Neil?
Well, if you notice the last point, yung atake ni Nazareno, na-block siya, pero hindi ganun kabilis yung balik. So the coverage of the libero should always be behind that attacker para at least hindi mawawala ng kumpiyansa yung spiker na nabablock siya. It's very important na may support sa likuran.
So tulungan din eh. It's not all about the individual. As Climaco serves here for CEU. Another service error, their second of this set.
3 out of the 4 points of Easytrip came from the errors of CEU.
Marcon serving now. Struggled to start the matchup, got his rhythm. But then, as we said, pag maganda yung first ball, ang laki ng porsyento itong CEU to be able to score.
That was Miguel Gonzalez. Sabi ko nga, he's one of the steadiest players on the floor right now for the Scorpions.
Oh, another service error, number 3 now. Scorpions shooting themselves on the foot early in this set with too many errors. Galang, power tip. Good floor defense. Attacking error naman ngayon. 6-3 in favor of the Spikers.
Masakit talaga yon, knowing that you're really having a hard time getting your attack points, then suddenly you throw away a couple of service errors at kakasimula pa lang sa second set.
Club team, Easytrip starting to hum. But they pull one back. Talking about the Scorpions, that was Nazareno scoring off the blockers. Yung importante dito, Neil, for CEU, dikitan mo lang eh. Huwag ka lang magpaiwan dito sa Easytrip.
And you know, if you deduct the 4 errors of CEU, 2 puntos pa lang talagang naitatala ng ating Easytrip Spikers.
Yeah. Well, that was undeniable. The block coming from Plitado and Christensen combining there for the point. Sinara nila ng pinto yung atake mula sa CEU from their captain Nazareno as they rebuild the 3-point lead. Misreceived naman ngayon for CEU. Another error against them. As quickly, we're already into our first technical timeout of the second set. 8-4 advantage for Easytrip against the CEU Scorpions.
Mga changes man yan, dapat connect agad kayo sa setter. Ha? Tara, tara. Tuloy natin ito.
The schedule for the Easytrip Spikers, Philippine Air Force Jet Spikers on September 10, Ateneo Blue Eagles on September 22, and LPU Pirates on September 24. At yan po ang ating schedule for Easytrip in their group stage.
It's the same lineup, kagaya ng sa CEU.
Muli po, maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay. This is the 2019 Open Conference. Al Spikers Turf, Carlo Pamintuan and Neil Flores at your service. Coming to you from the Paco Arena in Manila. Good angle there on the attack for Nazareno.
And when you're faced with a single block, highest percentage will go to the cross-court angle. That's the 3rd point of their team captain.
Who was not able to score a single point in their last matchup. Another service error, Neil. That's number 4. Nakakahawa rin kasi yung ganyan eh, no? When you see your teammates committing errors, it puts so much pressure on you.
And sometimes, parang feeling mo sakto lang yung service mo, tapos biglang outside pa rin.
Scramble here for CEU. At least they managed to send it across. Running attack is money for Pletado.
That was the connection that we've been looking for on the side of Easytrip. Brendan Santos and Dave Pletado.
Pangalawang beses na yan, connecting on that running attack. 5-point advantage for Easytrip. CEU with an opportunity here. And there is a net touch against Easytrip.
Great defensive sequence for their libero Marajoki.
Pero yung reminder nga ng coaching staff nila kanina, no? Don't be overly aggressive. Especially at the net with Neil. 5th service error in the second set for CEU.
For sure, when they go back to training, that is one of the aspects of their ball game na tatrabahuhin nila with Coach Mac.
Right now, you're down by 5. You committed 5 service errors. Climaco scores on an attack here off the blockers.
And that's their version of that running attack.
Di pa nakapwesto yung depensa doon ni Parcon. So the Scorpions still down by 4. Almost another service error. Parcon cannot get it through the blockers.
It was obvious that the ball was going to Milo Parcon.
They go back to him. Pero nadepensahan niya ng CEU. That push will not work for the Scorpions. Christensen. Too much sauce on that hit. As CEU gets another point. Only down by 2. 3 straight for them. Solis serving now for the Scorpions. Parcon hits the antenna.
That's another error on the side of Easytrip. And just like that, isa na lang ang kalamangan ng ating Easytrip Spikers. They've been committing a lot of errors.
Kaya naman magpapatawag ng timeout. Let's listen it.
5. Nagsimula. 1 punto sa lamang. Diba? Masyado tayong doon na tinitira lang tayo sa pasa. Okay? Service. So, kung di natin ayusin yung pasa, hindi tayo mag-timing sa atake, wala mangyayari. Diba? Tara, tara! Go! Rip!
A reminder from Coach Jose Roque to take care of that first ball, yung pasa. Because that will power their attack and allow them to rebuild the lead that they just lost. 4 straight points now for the CEU Scorpions, looking for the tie. Malakas na naman, another attacking error coming from Parcon.
He's having a tough day today. Still trying to look for his rhythm in this ball game. Now we're tied at 11-all.
Solis steady from the service area. Yan naman natulungan niya yung kanyang kupunan makalapit. This time it's 4 touches. That ball did not go over. Balik sa Easytrip ang lamang, 12-11.
This is the strongest front line for Easytrip, with Christensen on the opposite side of the court.
Christensen slowed down by the blockers. Joust at the net. Marajoki with the floor defense. Parcon. That set was a little too forward for him to get to. As we are deadlocked again.
Jericho Jose will come in for Milo Parcon. There's a specific protocol you have to follow.
Oo nga eh.
Sobrang strict kasi.
Sobrang strict talaga.
Even in the change of libero.
Sa basketball kasi, sabihin mo lang sa table officials. Sabihin mo lang 12, okay na. Now, of course, we maintain a very high level of officiating as well here in our Spikers turf. Follow the rules to the letter as Jose is serving now for Easytrip. And because of that poor first ball, it was an avalanche of errors coming from the CEU Scorpions as they find themselves down by 2, 14-12 against Easytrip.
And when they look at the statistics later on, dun nila malalaman kung ano yung points for improvement when they face the Philippine Air Force next.
Meanwhile, an attacking error coming from Galang wide on the attack as the Scorpions pull 1 point back. Pagkalaban mo yung Jet Spikers, dapat kung pwedeng wala kang service error sa isang laro, just so you can give yourself a shot at upsetting them.
Just imagine they have Ranran Abdilia,
Yep.
Francis Saura, and Kim Malabunga on the attack. So if you're going to give the Jet Spikers a lot of free points, you'll have a hard time snatching that win.
Mentioned just 3 of their lineup. Ang dami pa nating hindi nasasabing napakagagaling din na players. First, Bagunas is not competing alongside them as he is currently in Japan. Pero kahit na eh, alam mo yun, kahit na wala yung Brian Bagunas, you can still feel that they are one of the deepest squads. That is service error number 6, Neil, for the CEU Scorpions here in the second set, and that will bring us into our second technical timeout, a 2-point advantage for Easytrip, 16-14.
Iwan na natin. Ha? Masyado natin yung sarili natin, pre-pressure. Baka mamaya yung bumalik sa atin. Tara, simulan lang natin ng maayos. Okay, pagpasok yan, set up agad. Ang papasa, Jericho, Libero, at saka Marty. Ha? Tara. Asarap ka rin.
Easytrip built a quick lead here in the second set because of their outstanding defense, their blocking, their running attacks coming from Pletado as well. But now they'll have to settle for a 2-point advantage, 16-14. Muli po, we thank you for your continued support of Spikers Turf. Carlo Pamintuan and Neil Flores on the call.
This is the biggest conference so far in the franchise of
yep.
Spikers Turf history. We have 24 teams competing for 1 crown, 14 school-based teams and 10 club-based teams.
Good attack there coming from Galang. And Neil, it speaks volumes of the level of competition dito sa Spikers Turf. Lahat talaga gustong sumali, lahat gustong maranasan how it is to go up against the most talented male volleyball players in the entire country.
And when I talked to our tournament director, Tita Mozy Ravena, she actually told me na mas marami pa nga ata ang gustong sumali, but they really have to limit the number of teams. Kaya we have a different format compared to the regular single round robin. Ngayon we have 4 pools of 6 teams each.
Kasi kung dinagdagan pa ni Tita Mozy yan, baka 6 months tayo, 6 months tayo maglaro eh. Again, we're playing Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays here at the Paco Arena. So if you are nearby, please join us here. Good defense there coming from CEU. Chance ball naman for Easytrip. Running attack na naman for Pletado.
Bread and butter play for Dave Pletado. That short back running hit. It has been very effective.
Bakit hindi mabantayan ng CEU itong running attack?
Well, that running attack, that specific running attack has a different tempo. Kasi mabilis lang siya, hindi siya kagaya nung long running na may lutang yung bola. So it gives you more time to go up for it.
Service error though coming from Easytrip. They're protecting a 4-point lead, 19-15. Up next, Hachiran FEU Tamaraos going against Perpetual Altas in what should be a really enjoyable matchup, Neil.
And
If you are a volleyball purist, a volleyball fan, look out for that one.
the best of NCAA and UAAP, FEU versus the Perpetual Help System Dalta. When I heard the moniker of Hachiran, nagutom ako eh. In this kind of weather, the ramen masters. Kausapin nga natin yung mga players, let's ask.
Kung may dala, di ba? May
Oo nga
baon
eh.
dapat. Lucky break there for CEU as they get another point back. Soft attack there coming from Christensen. Kaso over reception naman mula sa CEU.
These are the simple passes that you have to perfect to get a good attack point.
No, this forced to run into the net was the setter. 20-16 is the count now. Oh! That over reception turned out to be an attack actually for Easytrip. Lucky break para sa kanilang kupunan, 21-16. Tatawag ng timeout ang Scorpions.
Sayang, receive mo na to. Tatayo ka pa para iabot. Hindi na kailangan mo ba ka. Laki mo na eh. Ano mo gumalaw? Sayang, lumayo. Palo mo outside, ayaw mo ilaban. Takot ka eh.
Ay, kaya pa yan, malayo pa.
Alam mo sino yung expert sa mga ganyang klaseng atake? Yung mga alanganing receive tapos suscore pala.
Sino?
Danny Ravena.
Oh.
Yung anak tita mo, napakagaling sa ganyan.
Yes. Hi, Danny.
21-16 now, lumayo na ang Easytrip, enjoying a 5-point advantage. May bubuga pa ba dito sa second set? Ang CEU Scorpions check ball as they get one back.
That timeout was directed towards De Los Santos.
Oo eh.
Yung sinasabi ko eh, if you have the height, you cannot receive that ball nang nakatayo. Kahit na madali lang yung balik ng bola.
Jose dug up, and that is the result. 22-17. Nagkakaproblema talaga sa first ball nila itong Scorpions.
Dig was too tight. That's the second time it happened. Kaya hirap na hirap yung setter nila.
Good defense there on the floor for Easytrip. Back row attack. Sent up by the libero. De La Torre, back set. This time, there is no touch. Ball is out para kay De Los Santos.
Double substitution for Coach Mac, and Yabot will serve for the side of Easytrip.
My favorite players in volleyball are service specialists.
Really?
Yes. Kasi sila yung kahit gaano ka kalamig, we're expecting you to come up with something good. Good block there coming from Easytrip. Chance to add on to their advantage. That is a net touch kontra sa depensa ng CEU. And Easytrip is at set point. CEU Coach Mark Anthony Santos will burn another timeout.
Hindi ako sumabi.
Janet, tinawag ko. Ikaw lang naman nakatabi ng net. Sige lang. Ayaw.
Huwag lang natin.
Ay, hindi lumaban eh. Kaya na, pangat na tayo eh.
Hindi mas kasi sa gigil. Nagigigil tayo eh. Ay, tama na. Sunday.
Sige, kahit lang natin kahit konti. Laban natin. Ha? Kaya natataranta kasi. Diba? Hindi natin makuha sa tarantahan yan. Kaya pa, talaki mo.
Kaya pa yan, no?
Hey, CEU!
Tita Mozi Ravenna enjoying the action on this rainy Tuesday afternoon. As we'd also like to invite everyone to please join us here at the Paco Arena in Manila. Service error coming from Yabut. Sinasabi ko, there's so much pressure on service specialists. Kasi pag pinasok ka, tapos nag-service error ka, ay natatandaan lagi.
Tapos hindi ka na makakabawi kasi papalitan ka ng libero. It's one of the toughest jobs off the bench.
And that is the set. Eugenio skying there to punctuate a great performance from Easytrip here in the second set. 25-18 is the count in their favor. And as a result, they're now up by 2-0 against the CEU Scorpions.
CEU will still try to look for a solution sa kanilang first ball problems in the upcoming third set.
25-22, 25-18. CEU had a struggle at the start because of their service errors. At dahil dun sa 6 na service errors, they could not get themselves going anymore as Easytrip rallies in the end to get the second set as well. Third set coming up. The CEU Scorpions hoping to stay alive. Easytrip wanting to finish them off here as we take a look at the numbers in the second set.
15 errors on the side of the Scorpions. More than half of the points of Easytrip dun ang galing. Again, they're having problems converting their attack points. 6 attacks ulit, just like the first set.
Batiin natin, Sir TJ Jurado, one of our sports writers na nakatutok sa ating Facebook stream on One Sports. As we welcome you to the third set. Again, Carlo Pamintuan and Neil Flores, service ace. There is no better way to start a set.
And yun yung hinahanap rin ng coaches. In every volleyball game, in every start of the set, you have to start right. You don't need to do anything fancy or spectacular. Basta tama yung galaw. Coaches would really appreciate that.
Attacking error for the Scorpions. 2-0 start for Easytrip. And this is exactly what happened also in the second set, Neil, na talagang nagpababa sa kumpiyansa nila.
And every time you commit more errors, your teammates will most likely doubt yung sa mga gagalawin nila.
Service error mula dito kay BJ Santos. And now it is CEU Limaco serving for the Scorpions. Quick attack, hindi pa rin talaga mabasa, no? Hirap na hirap. Depensa ng CEU yung mga ganyang klaseng atake coming from the spikers. And you can feel that Santos is really looking for yung mga atake na mataas yung porsyento in this matchup. The quicks, the running attacks as well.
Great
Buhay pa
pickup.
yung bola, yeah. Over reception mula kay Marajoki. But he has been playing well in this matchup. Taking care of their floor defense, but they give up a point here with an attacking error.
Credit half that point to the libero of CEU, Dave Magdamit, for that wonderful save.
They have a sleek spot on the floor, which will delay the serve ni Francisco Naagas Jr. Chance ball for the Scorpions. Kanino pupunta? That quick attack picked up. Another good dig by the libero. At hindi na mahabol ni Christensen. We're all tied up at 3 apiece.
Carlo Villahermosa has been quiet throughout this ball game.
Tignan natin kung pwede na siyang mag-ingay here in our third set. If not, it will be another straight set loss for CEU. Christensen getting that off the blockers. Balik ang lamang sa Easytrip. 4-3 now. Aside from minimizing the errors coming from the Scorpions, what else do you want to see them improve on, Neil?
I really need to see them attack more confidently dahil yun yung kakulangan nila in the previous game and in the previous 2 sets. I think 6 attack points, medyo kakaunti yon for you to win a single set.
At ito na nga si Villahermoso scoring again. He was their leading scorer in the first matchup, but it was not a lot of points, only 5 in that 3-set loss. And that will be an attacking error kontra kay Mardy Galang. Pinilit pa niya eh. The set was a little off. Still wanted to inject some power into that attack. Ended up committing a mistake. This time he's sent back, and look at this, Neil, a 2-point lead for the Scorpions.
Gonzalez and Soles teaming up for that block point. Ito na naman, lamang ulit ang CEU by 2. But the question is, how will they maintain that 2-point lead?
Now, what's going well for them, at least at the start of this third set, is that they're not committing service errors. At agresibo yung kanilang mga atake.
Better attacking from the side of the Scorpions. They need to put more pressure on the defenders of Easytrip.
Team captain Nazareno scoring there as Villahermoso commits their first service error of the third set.
That's really a momentum killer, those service errors.
Because in the second set, yun lang talaga yung titignan ng CEU Scorpions. That is literally the only area na pwede sana makapagpanalo sa kanila in that second set. Net touch kontra sa CEU. That's back-to-back points now for Easytrip. 7-6 is the count. Di na napigilan ni Nazareno yung kanyang forward motion after that attack. Service error kontra sa Easytrip, and we are at our first technical timeout of the third set, 8-6 in favor of the CEU Scorpions.
Ninyo, kung papatamain dito, ang lakas eh. Diba? Sa kamay. Alam mo kasi, lakas palo, lakas balik. Natandaan mo yan, ha?
Nino, huwag ka na tumalo na mataas para sa palad mo natatama.
Palad, tignan mo kasi yung blocker eh. Apat yan eh. Nagbibilang ka ba? Baka alam mo, isa lang yung bomb block sa'yo.
O, tara. Guys, tara. One point at a time, ha? 1 point at a time. Okay, let's just smile and everything will follow.
The reminder from the CEU Scorpions, smile and everything will follow. And so far, in this third set, things are looking good for them, putting even more smiles to their faces.
So, you know, may point din naman yon na when everything's going down south,
Yeah.
you
Ngitian mo.
inject a little bit of positivity.
Gonzalez, one of their consistent contributors in the first couple of sets. Serving now for the Scorpions. Good defense coming from CEU. From the back row, sent up by Marajoki. Christensen sets it up. Soft touch is good.
The defenders was way off the back court. They were expecting a hard hit from Mardy Galang, but suddenly he changed direction.
Diretsong planking na after that big attempt. It is down to 1 for the Scorpions, 8-7. Nazareno scores again.
Sharp angle from Nazareno.
And Neil, he is the biggest difference for the CEU Scorpions. Kaya naman mas maganda yung laban nila against Easytrip as compared to their first match in our conference.
And as a team captain, when you produce the points needed for your team, mahawa mo na lang yung mga kakampi mo.
Back to a 3-point advantage for CEU as Nazareno serves.
6 points so far for the team captain, 5 attacks and 1 ace.
Misconnection there on the runner. Di na timingan ng tama. Kaya naman hindi na rin nalakasan ni Platado. One more chance for Naagas. And he scores.
That zone 1 area has been vacant on the side of Easytrip. Kanina pa sinasabi ni Coach Mac Santos yan. Good recognition for Naagas.
Oh, service ace there. Biggest lead of the matchup for CEU is at 5 points, 12-7.
They need to be more aggressive para mas mabuild pa nila ang kalamangan nila, because if they relax, Easytrip will erase that lead.
And they've minimized their errors. So the hits like this, wala ka na masyadong magagawa eh. Napakalakas na atake talaga mula sa Easytrip. But at least you have a buffer, you have a cushion, which is now at 4 points. Soft touch will not work out. One more chance to attack. Good dig from the libero once again. Naagas. All the blockers. And he scores.
And he was the one who told his teammates to just smile and everything will follow. And at this point, sumusunod lang. They have a 5-point lead against the Easytrip Spikers. Kanina he went zone 1. This time he went off the block.
Yan yung kanina pa sinasabi ng kanilang coaching staff, no? Parang bigyan nyo lang ng laman yung atake nyo. Labanan nyo lang yung depensa ng Easytrip. Soft touch. Nabantayan. Chance here for Easytrip. Parton. Great effort from the libero once again. Naagas. One more attack. Nabalik. Christensen. Good action we're seeing in this exchange. The rally continues. Oh! Kinulang yung tulak mula kay Naagas. Ngiti pa rin. Still all smiles.
Yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Mac. In these kinds of situations, kailangan mong ilaban. You cannot give soft touches to the opponent.
Pero yung magandang ginagawa dito ng Scorpions, eh paisa-isa lang yung binibigay nila sa Easytrip. And just as we say that, they give up back-to-back points of that wide hit.
That's
13 to 10.
And that's one of the recurring problems. Every time they commit an error, may kasunod pa na isa.
Good serve there. But decent recovery coming from CEU. Chance ball para sa kanila ngayon. That push is out. No touch, sabi ng ating referees. 3 straight points now for Easytrip. Only a 2-point advantage for the Scorpions.
Climaco was asking for a higher set from their setter.
That one is straight to the net. Ito na yung run na inaasahan natin mula sa Easytrip, being the club team, being a team composed of veterans.
Kanina, 5 kalamangan ng CEU. Ngayon, 1 na lang.
And now, the question is, will CEU be rattled? That is the mistake.
Rotation error called on the side of the Scorpions.
Yeah, that is really the challenge, Neil, for younger teams. You know? Pag nakalamang ka, tapos pag nabura, how do you recover? How do you bounce back from it?
And the court awareness dun sa side na yon, wala rin for the side of the Scorpions.
Christensen off the blockers and out, and just like that, Easytrip now up by 1.
Sudden change of momentum. Napakalaki ng kalamangan kanina ng CEU. But when they started to commit those unforced errors, it provided space for Easytrip to come back in this ball game.
Villahermoso hits it long. 7-0 now. Kaya hindi na mahihintay ng CEU coaching staff ang ating second technical timeout. Instead, they will call one to try and arrest this kid.
Pang-8 lang. 8? Ay, 7 pala. 7 na.
Ikaw ba't di mo tinamaan yung bola?
Hindi. Taas.
Taas? Dumagpas sa mukha mo, hindi mo nakita. Oo nga, pero dumaan sa mukha mo. Oo, di ba? Okay lang.
Dalawa yan, dalawa lang pang 20 ha. Dapat nyo naman.
Eight straight points. Outstanding attack here coming from Easytrip. As they're right back in the driver's seat for this matchup in the third set. They're up 2-0. And they get a service ace off that CEU timeout. Unfortunate turn of events coming from the Scorpions. They were in complete control of this ball game. Now they find themselves down by 3 as we enter our second technical timeout of the third set.
Tapos tulong-tulong na lang. Ha? Tara, tara, tara.
Easytrip getting their offense running. Just as they met a 5-point disadvantage kontra sa CEU Scorpions Christensen. Using his strength, scoring there all the blockers. As they're now enjoying a 3-point lead, 16-13, back inside the Paco Arena in Manila. As you take a look at the team rankings sa ating Group B so far, Philippine Air Force Jet Spikers, Eco Oil, DLSU Green Spikers, Ateneo Blue Eagles. That's my Easytrip LPU at CEU Ka to complete the group.
Ateneo has not seen action yet in this competition. They will be starting their campaign on September 8th, if I'm not mistaken. But the Philippine Air Force will be the heavy favorite in Pool B.
So that just means that Ateneo Lasal battle will be very important because it might just determine kung sino yung maganda yung chance to make it into the second spot mula sa grupong yan.
And it would be nice to have that Ateneo Lasal rivalry in men's volleyball naman ngayon.
Papatuloy ang magandang pinapakita ng Easytrip. And they continue to pour in the points. The floodgates have opened for them from a 5-point disadvantage to a 5-point lead.
What a set from Brendan Santos to Milo Parcon.
10-point turnaround here in the third set. Can they close it out? Over reception. Magdamit sets it up. Naagas has been, a consistent attacker at the very least for CEU.
Nobody went up against him. Easytrip will have a replacement in the setter's position. Raywell Asia will be orchestrating the offense for Coach Jose Roque. He's the younger brother of Jewel Asia, who is currently playing for the VNS Volleyball Club Griffin.
Asia first action, and that hit is in. 19-14, back to a 5-point advantage for Easytrip here in the third set. Oh, service ace. Mula kay Parcon. He may have started on the wrong foot, but when he got going, hindi na nakahanap yung paraan yung CEU para pigilan pa siya. Another service ace.
Well, after having a hard time getting his game going in the first two sets, I think finally nagising na rin si Milo Parcon.
Yun talaga yung target nitong si Parcon. Nagpalit ng libero itong CEU, and they get a much better result because of it. However, Neil, they're still down by 6 points, 21-15. Easytrip 4 points away from finishing them off here in the third set.
More substitutions for Coach Jose Roque. Armin Dizon.
Positional fault coming from Easytrip. Lucky break for CEU at least. Makakalapit sila ng kaunti dito. But their backs are against the wall. That ball bounces out mula dun sa punch ni Asia. As that is now 3 straight points for CEU. Good serve coming from Naagas. That is another error coming from Easytrip. At nung napansin ng coaching staff na nagkakanya-kanya yung kanilang mga players, they call a timeout. Their lead down to just 3, 21-18. Let's listen in.
Kalaban dahil sa tasa niyo. Diba? Tara, tara. Kung
kung gagawin nyo, hindi na makakalaro yung iba niyan. Asa muna. Kahit back to basic tayo, basic, simulan nyo lang.
21-18. Advantage still with Easytrip, but CEU is starting to hum. One last fight back here in the third set, hoping to extend this matchup and avert suffering their second straight loss.
Coach Jose Roque is looking for the sense of urgency in his players dahil sabi nga niya, I want to field in everybody bago matapos itong laro na to. But if they won't give good passes to Raywell Asia, hindi makakalaro yung iba.
Ito na nga yung pagbabalasa ng tao. As your first game, gusto mo nga naman na lahat ng nagtrabaho sa practice ay magkaroon ng pagkakataon to play kahit na dito na sa third set. But you're also hoping that you have that margin of error na may konti kang buffer in case that malamig pa sila coming off the bench.
But a warning point already, 2 points away from getting their first win in our open conference. Another new face for the side of the Easytrip Spikers.
Kanina manliklik, ngayon naman Kodoy ang papasok para sa Easytrip. Good serve, that's an ace. Coming from Eugenio. If you remember, siya rin yung tumapos ng ating second set. Now he'll have the opportunity to do that from the service area.
That's match point for our Easytrip Spikers.
And that hit is out, no touches. Gandang simula para sa kampanya nitong Easytrip Spikers in our 2019 Open Conference of Spikers Serve. They win in 3 sets against the CEU Scorpions. Had a much better performance as compared to their debut, but still not enough to score a set.
The Easytrip Spikers opened their campaign with a win over our Scorpions. Hindi pa ganun ka-fluid yung galaw ng ating Easytrip Spikers, but they still end up winning in straight sets.
25-22, 25-18, 25-18, Easytrip with an easy victory against the CEU Scorpions. The Easytrip Spikers scoring a straight sets victory against the CEU Scorpions, and our best player of the ball game, Red Christensen, 8 attacks, 3 blocks, and a couple of aces. Kwento mo naman sa amin, kumusta yung naging preparations nyo heading into this 2019 Open Conference?
Actually, short preparation lang kasi noong una hindi pa sure kung sasali kami. Pero naging mabungan naman yung naging namin, mga preparation kasi nanalo kami today.
Red, you struggled in your campaign in our Reinforced Conference. Paano nyo ginawa na positive yung mga experiences that you encountered the last time out?
Siguro yung bawat talo namin, ano siya parang naging lesson siya each and every loss namin. Parang lahat kami, we make sure na marami kami natututunan. Tapos every training, pinupunan namin yung mga bawat mistakes namin.
I know those lessons have turned out to a victory. Bibigyan ka namin ng pagkakataon para batiin yung supporters mo at ng inyong buong kapunan.
Gusto ko magpasalamat sa lahat ng sumusupport sa Easytrip, sa family ko, nabati ko, sa girlfriend ko, pabahay, sa family ng mga teammates ko. Hello po. Ayan.
Congratulations, Red Christensen and the rest of the Easytrip Spikers for scoring a victory in their debut. Ngayon, punta tayo kay Neil for the match highlights.
This is the confirmation of the straight set victory of the Easytrip Spikers in their opening day here in our open conference of the Spikers Turf. They pick up their first win at the expense of the CEU Scorpions, and they will match the win-loss card of the Air Force Jet Spikers and Eco Oil DLSU. Easytrip just had too much firepower. They ran a lot of combination plays courtesy of Dave Pletado and Red Christensen, and CEU just really committed a lot of errors on the service line and on the first ball.
The second set especially was painful for the CEU Scorpions because they could have had enough to overcome their opponents in that one if it were not for their multiple service errors. In the end, though, CEU will have to find a way to learn their lessons from their second straight defeat here in your 2019 Open Conference. The numbers, Neil.
27 attacks for Easytrip, and they committed 7 more aces compared to CEU. Kahit na medyo pantay nga lang yung errors. Kaya sabi ko, this is not as fluid as the Easytrip is supposed to be, but this is just opening day.
Good start for them. As we said, they struggled in our Reinforced Conference, but now starting out on a great note in our Open Conference. Up next, oh boy, this is a good one. Perpetual Altas going up against the Hachiran FEU Ramen Masters. When we come back, for Neil Flores, my name is Carlo Pamintuan. We're signing out, but please stick around for more volleyball action here. Spikers Turf.